Hey there, I'm Clarence Barnes, and welcome to Rev'n News.
I'm Mike Robledo, and at Rev'n News, we cover anything that revs.
Yeah, the details. Going backstage, going behind the scenes to find out anything to do with motorsports, we're on it.
You know, the aftermarket is a huge part of this sport, and there's a lot of parts out there and a lot of innovation. We got all of it covered today. We got quite the show.
Yeah.
Let's get it started. Walking around the SEMA Show, you get to see a lot of amazing trucks. They're just fully built out. There's lifted trucks, there's slam trucks, and there was one truck in particular that caught our eye. There's a car that you could possibly own. UTI teamed up with Ford and Pennzoil to build an amazing 2015 Ford F-150. And there's an opportunity where you could win it. Let's take a little look and see what happens there.
So, Neil, give me a background. You know, I'm checking out some of the rides here, and specifically this Ford behind me that's going to be given away. You've got a little partnership with this Ford, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. So I've been fortunate enough and blessed to work with the guys from UTI and now with Pennzoil. So we built this, I don't know if you can say it on TV, this badass truck.
No, it is. It is what it is. You can't even bleep that, because looking at this truck, I mean, it is pretty wild. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so it's a 2015 F-150, and I got together with the team at UTI and had a partnership with Ford since 2010, building cars for them and designing cars for them. So we brought UTI and Pennzoil into the program, and yeah, we're gonna give it away, dude. It's gonna be on tour on our Tour de Transition Roadshow next year, and in October we're gonna give it to some lucky winner.
Let me ask you a question, because I think one of the most difficult, you know, somebody once told me that you can't pay people to care. And I started thinking about that, you know, when you hire people and getting people real hungry to do it. I bet there's a few hours in this truck, right?
Yeah, we're very fortunate with our team, you know, in our shops. And like you said, you just gotta love it. Like,
But yeah, there was no...
it's not work.
The shop wasn't clear at 5:01, right?
No, sir. No,
right,
we pulled
right.
it in, and you know, we gotta take good care of our partners. And we're, like I said, we're very fortunate with the UTI relationship, Pennzoil and Ford. Those are three pretty big names. And I'm just a regular Joe who loves what we do, you know, in our team, and all the hard work shows off behind you.
Now, you've been working with these guys at UTI. What's the thing you notice about the students and the partners you have there who've helped you put this together?
The passion for cars.
Yeah.
Starting on the top from the team, you know, Terry and Mark working down. We've been to the campuses. We live in SoCal, so we've been to the new campus. The students want to learn. They're very intrigued when we bring the cars, and they've got a passion to get to the next level. So it's awesome to be able to kind of help them get, you know, along that way.
And it's kind of special to be able to have a pro builder who comes and shows you the way. I mean, it's really neat. As a student who wants to learn, they're looking at somebody and communicating with someone who's very successful.
We were at that point, you know, we were at that point of our lives. People opened the doors for us, and that's what me and my family, our team, likes to give back. We've been fortunate enough to team up with the guys from UTI, and then now you've got access to the students, and they can ask you questions, and you can lead the way from what you've learned from the people before you.
Now, when you meet the students, what's the #1 piece of advice you give to the kids?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Work hard. Honestly, in this industry, you've lived it. Be loyal. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And if you do a good job and you stay true to yourself, it all works out. You know, that's what I always tell them. Just do what you do. Everybody's got an opinion, but if you're happy, like you said, and you make it your passion, it'll all work out in the long run.
Dynamite. Well, thank you so much for being a part of that. That is
Awesome.
An amazing truck. It's very good to see you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Now, the guys from Street Outlaws, Farm Truck and Asian are known for, well, the farm truck. We've all seen that thing. But they have a new ride, and Nitrous Express helped them get a little squeeze out of it. Check out this really cool air-cooled Volkswagen from the guys from Street Outlaws and Nitrous Express.
Hey, what's happening? Here at PRI, you meet everyone from all aspects of motorsports. You've seen these guys around, Asian and Farm Truck. I got to tell you something. This bug is attracting so many eyeballs today. Tell me a little bit about this build.
We both came up with the idea. He followed through, had it built. It's a turbo. We added nitrous to it. We can't get enough of those power adders.
We knew that I had to have an import, but a front-wheel drive wasn't going to really do the job. So he's always wanted to build a Volkswagen Bug. It's part of his era, and you know what? It's kooky enough for us to go ahead and go out there, and it's a sleeper enough. I mean, who expects a Volkswagen to be fast?
They're not fast. Do you want to race?
Well, now, You say they're not fast until we look in the back, and there's a lot going on in the engine. Tell us a little bit about the build.
Well, you know, the one myth that we started to believe when we first started building it is that Volkswagens are cheap to build. That's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they're expensive to build once you start getting into aftermarket parts.
Why is that?
You know what? Anytime you get into aftermarket parts and you're trying to make power, power is expensive and it's going to come out of your wallet.
Now, have you tried this out on the track? I mean, is it tested already?
Oh no, we're strictly street.
Yeah, you know, and the other thing, turbo can get expensive, all the piping, all the fabrication, but Nitrous Express is the poor man's power adder.
And that's exactly why we used it.
It fits in with the budget.
It is the poor man's power adder, you know? And we're not rich guys. It's cheap to put on. You get a really good bang for your buck, and we love it.
Let's talk about the setup for the system back there as far as the nitrous. I mean, a lot of people getting into nitrous. There's a lot more in the space these days. Why Nitrous Express?
You know, for one, Nitrous Express has been around. They're the innovators. Mike Woods is a good guy. Everything is American-made. I don't know about the other companies, but I feel confident that Mike Woods wants to keep everything here on USA soil.
Well, I got to tell you, there's a lot of people standing in line to meet these guys. Of course, Farm Truck and Asian, you guys are a big part of PRI. It's so good to see you guys. Nitrous Express brought it all together. You're thinking about nitrous. These are the guys. Check it out at nitrousexpress.com.
You know, if you're thinking about doing an engine swap, everybody's into doing LS swaps and swap this, swap that. But you know, if you do that swap, chances are you're just putting in an LS motor. How about a race-proven motor? How about an engine kit from PBM Performance? PBM has taken the knowledge from so many motorsports professionals and put them into this kit that will arrive at your door, everything but the carb, a full-on race motor. Check this out. Sherilyn caught up with the crew from PBM.
Hey guys, it's Sherilyn with Rev'n News, and I'm here with Jack McInnes from PBM Performance Products. Now, tell us a little bit about the company itself.
PBM is kind of the professional engine builder's one-stop performance shop. We offer internal engine parts from carb to pan, and we have introduced 14 new engine kits this year that are complete packages that build essentially everything except the carburetor to build a complete performance engine.
Okay, so behind us we'll see a disassembled engine. So that's what guys are going to get when they order this product. So it's not really a crate engine, it's more of a racing engine package?
Correct. We have some that are street performance and some that are drag racing oriented or circle track oriented. Some of them are small block Chevy, big block Chevy, small block Ford, and we have a small block Chevy LS hybrid package that uses a small block bottom end with LS top end.
Okay, so I want to know about the benefits of this. I'm seeing the benefits already because I have customers who will order a crate motor and I'll drop it in and they want to change everything. They need to upgrade. So this is going to solve that problem. And I think there's a lot more benefits that you could explain.
Yeah, well these packages have been pre-engineered. We've worked them out. We've pre-assembled so that we know everything works both performance-wise and fitment-wise. So you order one package, you don't have to go out and try to source parts and guess what's going to work and what's not going to work. It's all been pre-tested, whether it's street performance or all-out racing package. We have things you know, from a 427 small block street performance up to 632 big block that's capable of over 1,000 horsepower.
Wow, that's great. Okay, and this is Ford and Chevy, correct?
Yes, small block Chevy, big block Chevy, small block Ford. And the packages come with, as I say, virtually everything you need. You get a brand new World Products block, a PBM rotating assembly, Urson cams, camshaft and valve train components. You get oil pan, oil pump, intake manifold, valve covers, spark plugs. You even get oil and break-in additive. So it's ready to put together.
Yeah, that is complete. Now, okay, so what about the guy who wants something in particular? Maybe he doesn't want this size cam or that. Can you change anything up?
We are glad to customize kits if a customer has specific. Some of them come with a custom cam so that when you order it, you specify what you want, or we can help you choose what you want for your particular use. And if people want to substitute, they want more compression, say, or they want a different cylinder head, we're happy to set that up for them, yes.
Okay, this sounds like a godsend. It's the perfect thing because you're going to have everything you need. You're not going to have to guess whether parts work together or don't work together. You guys have already assembled it.
Right.
Okay, if you're looking for an engine for racing or even just fun street stuff, these are the guys to go to. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Now, building a muscle car, you have a ton of options to get replacement parts. Building a truck, not the same case. Now, there is one source that has it all, from headlight to taillight. That source is LMC Truck. Let's see how big their operation really is.
LMC Truck offers a full line for the trucks. If you have a truck, we probably have your part. We do keep parts in stock. We carry a large inventory. The truck market is basically from 1947 to 2014 for Chevy, and Ford is 48 to 2014. And the Dodge market is 1973 to 2015. Our most popular line is by far Chevy. I'm a Chevy girl. I drive Fords too. I have a Dodge someplace in there, but Chevy is the most popular line at LMC Truck. We're very picky about our quality. We have a research garage that is 20,000 square feet that is filled with research vehicles that we actually take the parts and test fit them onto the trucks as we get them. Everybody in research drives the trucks. They get their hands dirty. They know about the trucks. LMC has 365,000 square feet of total facility. The biggest building that we're in right now is 180. We have a couple smaller at 60, and then a photo studio, and then a maintenance shop. And this particular building is hot 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We ship out of this warehouse. We receive domestic in this warehouse. We ship about 16,000 packages out every week. In this particular warehouse, there's 35,000 active part numbers, plus there's overstock for those part numbers in this facility. In a building this big, efficiencies are hard to achieve. We're looking right now at going to a zone pick, but that's in the future. What we've done recently is we installed a Cubiscan, which actually weighs and measures the product as it goes down the line and then picks the most effective route for it to ship, which allows us to keep our shipping costs down to our customers. The large package shipping that we do at LMC, we take great pride in getting the packages out correctly the first time. So we put a little extra foam in it, maybe a little extra packing material. It takes a little extra time to pack that windshield or that fender or whatever you're getting from us, but it's important that it gets to you undamaged the first time. The call center used to be how we took all our orders, but with the advent of the internet, when the internet happened, it was amazing to me how many of the calls transitioned over there. So we take about 20,000 calls a week, but 65% of our business is on the internet. And I would hate to think of how many people we'd have to have in the call center if all that business came in there. The city counter is open 7 days a week at LMC Truck. Customers are in all the time. They can come in and talk about their trucks. Our parts guys are knowledgeable about the trucks and can help the customers. We believe that if we are in the truck business, that we should carry parts, all the parts that we can possibly source for your truck. If we sell one a year and that's all we sell, we will stock it because it's important to keep the trucks running. If you don't have that one part, you won't keep the truck running. You can get a hold of us, just type in LMC Truck into your browser and we will pop right up. You can call our call center. You can shop on the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's not easy building a big motor, a motor with a lot of performance. Getting some advice? It's always a good way to go. Getting advice from John Force and Robert Height? Even better. Clarence got a little insight about a new spark plug program that these guys are running at this year's PRI show. Let's check this one out.
You know, the cool thing about being at PRI, the people you meet, and today is no exception, a 16-time World Funny Car Champion, and of course, Top Gun, right here next to me, Robert Height. I got to tell you something. I am so excited to see you guys here, and the partnership you put together with E3 Plugs, you guys must be pretty pumped about that.
Well, Robert always says that I sell a deal, and before I'm done, I talk my way out of it. After dinner the other night, I think the boss is going to fire me today. I'm just waiting to see. But no, we're really excited to be at the E3. It's a great product. We've been testing it. My crew chiefs love it. So Robert tell you more about it. I don't know very much about a race car engine, but he does.
He just drives like crazy. I got to tell you, nothing but a big smile as he passes you. That's what I like about John. He's always smiling, and he's always going really fast. Tell me a little bit about your part of this whole team and what it looks like for E3 this year.
Well, we're excited to be with a new group. I mean, spark plugs have been the same forever, and this group comes out E3 with a brand new technology. If you see it, it's totally different than anything we've ever run. But we've run it in our race cars this year. They're the best. They hold up well, and you know that we put everything to a test with a 10,000 horsepower nitro engine. So they've passed the test for us.
What's it like to be? I mean, no pressure on Top Gun here. This is your father-in-law, yep. And the team face, you know, of the whole project. I mean, it must be pretty wild going out on the road and seeing all this come together every year.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, we have a great team, a lot of new changes this past year, but we're getting where we need to be, and we want to bring a championship home to E3 this year.
That is awesome. What do you think about PRI? You having a good time here so far?
I've been coming here forever, it seems. And you see a lot of old friends, make a lot of new ones, a lot of new great product lines. You know me, I'm not an engine guy like Robert. I was in the early days, but I'm a marketing. That's what I love to do, and that's what I got excited about E3. That when I started talking to the folks, it was like their marketing strategy and the things that they want to do. That's the only way you can move the product. You can have a great product, you can have fast race cars with decals all over it, but if you don't have a marketing strategy, and they got it. You look at NHRA, they're everywhere. You look at billboards, they're everywhere. You know, ads that they're doing, and they're thinking outside of the box. That's what we did in the old days, and a lot of people have lost sight of that. So right now, I'm excited to be a part of this.
Well, it's going to be a great year for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, John Force, and of course, Top Gun, Robert Height here. Thank you guys so much for being here at PRI and taking the time to see us on Rev'n TV.
So off-road enthusiasts, they have a lot of choices when it comes to tires. There's a lot of very well-known brands and very well-known names in the off-road tire game. The challenge there? The expense. Big tires cost big money, and sometimes finding a source that's not so expensive is the way you need to go. Luckily, we ran into the guys at SureTrack. It's an affordable tire company with performance in mind. Joe had a chance to run into these guys at this year's SEMA Show to learn a little bit more about this new source for off-road truck tires. Let's learn a little bit more.
When folks are ordering tires, especially at the volume of tires that come in, there's a concern about where their tires are, when they're going to arrive, what's the status. As a result, you guys have created a new online tracking system to help facilitate that and to help our customers know immediately by going online the status of their order. Talk a little bit about how that's going to help the customer.
You know, the basic idea comes from the folks like my friend, my customer here that, you know, usually because this is an important thing, So when the cargo get on water, you know, there's basically no control. There's a time gap. Everybody's worried, where's my container? Like exactly what you said. And in order to provide customers accurate and on-time information, we created an online tracking system so that customers, and including ourselves, we can know where the containers are once they get on board. So people can check online on their order status, and they can check online with their container status, and they will know what's in the container instead of knowing it by receiving it but they know it in advance.
There's one thing in the tire industry that Sean is bringing to a new level. We all have tires. Sean has service with his tires. And that is very, very important to us to know where our product is, when it's going to be here, and how to distribute it when it gets here. Very important.
So, in service, unfortunately, has almost been a thing of the past. Everybody wants you to go online and order your tires and wait for your tires. It's almost like there's no communication, no rapport. It's different here.
The thing important in our company is if there is a problem, we can contact Sean immediately. It's handled immediately. The service of this company is just, it's great. That's all I can say. It's just a very good company. Plus, I think they have a lot of money to develop what they need to develop when they need to develop it for the markets.
Well, as a customer, having that comfortability that your supplier is not only conscious of what he's making available to you, but he's there when you need it. As I said before, it seems as if the going beyond the order is something that folks don't even think about anymore. So it's nice to have that confidence where you know if there's something good, bad, or indifferent, you could pick up the phone and get a reaction as a customer, I would think.
Well, we have a theory in our company. People buy from people. That's it. And if the people that you deal with is not any good, then we don't buy from them. And Sean's been a very good person, a very good company to deal with. This company is very open to suggestions from the American market. They can take suggestions and make them a reality in a month. So that helps them become more competitive in the market with everything they do.
You know, it's funny that you say that because the market sure has changed with tire sizes, in terms of the expectations of a customer has. You guys seem to really be on your path, or maybe more appropriately on the right track, the sure track. Sean, thank you very, very much for spending some time with us. Tony, how nice of it is to have an opportunity to share some time with you as well. Folks, if you're in the market, if you're a retailer, if you're a distributor, and you're looking at taking on a quality, durable line, check out the folks from Sure Track Tires.
Well, Clarence, that wraps up another episode of Rev'n News.
You know, it is so cool to meet all the people who really fuel the aftermarket scene.
And the industry is always developing new parts, and Rev'n News will always be there to cover it.
And if you want to stay in touch with us, you can always find us at RevnTV.com or look for us on Facebook, too.
You can give us a little like. We always appreciate that. And we have a YouTube channel. Lots of clips. Clarence and I out on the road. Yeah. Even our roving reporter, Sherilyn.
There is so much coming up this year. As a matter of fact, next week, I can't wait for you to see it. But until next week.
For Clarence Barnes, I'm Mike Robledo. This is Rev'n News.